That's a fat boy.
Are you a uni student or an early professional with no real time, money, or skills? You've come to the right goddamn place. Welcome to The Bad Chef. Fast and cheap meals for fast and cheap people.
My name is Chi, and I'm the Bad Chef. Let's make wings. Wings. They're made of chicken, and they taste good. Let's get into it.
Chicken wings today are a mainstay in tasty share foods, but they haven't always been.
Interestingly, in the Western world before the 60s, chicken wings were viewed as a trash cut for plebs or poor people. And it wasn't until 1964 when somebody in New York invented the first buffalo wing that chicken wings gained a bit of recognition as an actual legit food. And the popularity's taken off ever since. Today, because chicken wings are so popular, modern agriculture means that they're bigger, juicier, and faster to grow, but also exponentially more expensive. Pre-1960s, chicken wings used to be given away pretty much for free as an offcut. But nowadays, you can expect them to fetch about $5 to $8 per kilo at your local supermarket for a set of 3-joint wings. And to be honest, 3-joint wings are a bit of a hassle because you have to put your own work into it to separate everything, and it comes with this wing tip, which is really only good for making stock. So, if you fancy a trip down to your local butcher, I highly advise you to do that because you could just find drumettes or flats, and I've found just flats at my local Asian butcher for about $5 a kilo on special. As a size guide, 1 kilo should yield you about a dozen 3-joint wings. So if you're a fat boy like me, you'll cook 1 kilo of chicken wings for one sitting. Otherwise, half a kilo should be plenty.
The type of wings we'll be making today are honey-soy wings.
Now, despite its Asian persuasion, honey-soy wings are unlikely to have actually originated in China, but rather in China towns across America. But regardless of where it's from, I guarantee you, at the end of this cook, you'll be such a freak for these wings that you'll risk eating your fingers from how fast you want them inside of you. It's a fast and simple cook as well. And we're using my mum's recipe today, so I hope you all know you're getting all the crystallized wisdom of all my Asian ancestors.
Alright, let's go! In terms of ingredients, what you'll need is 2 tablespoons of dark mushroom soy sauce, 1 strong lashing of sesame oil, a tablespoon of sugar, chili flakes, a little garlic powder, and some salt. The honey comes a little bit later because if you grill or bake the honey too early, the honey will burn up until your wing's entirely black, and that's not particularly fun to eat. As for the procedure, we'll have to put in some work to butcher these 3-joint wings, but after that, the rest of the process is easy. Just mix all the shit together, then marinate for however long, preferably overnight in a fridge. When it's time to cook, just take them out of the fridge, whack them skin side up on a tray, then bung them in the oven at 180 degrees C for about 25 to 30 minutes. To glaze, mix about 2 tablespoons of honey with a little hot water to help it run a bit more, then baste the wings generously. Chuck them back into the oven for another 5 minutes to finish, and then to serve, baste with honey again if necessary, then garnish with some toasted sesame seeds.
And that's literally it. That's all that there is to it. I mean, if you want to cook them quicker, you could grill them for about 15 to 20 minutes, baste with the honey, and then grill it supervised for a further minute. But I find that baking at a lower temperature has more forgiving margins of error. Also, grilling can be quite smoky, so if you live in a shoebox of an apartment and you don't want your bed to smell like chicken for the next few days, trust me on this one. Bake it at 180 degrees. Alright, here we go. Oh my god. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. I don't even want to talk to you guys this year. I just want to eat chicken. Don't look at me. Jesus. Calm down. Back at the zone. If you want to know what these taste like, they're sweet, sticky, savory, with a hint of spiciness from the chili flakes. And they're the perfect food for sharing with friends who don't judge you so much for being an absolute mess of a human being. Also, it's cheap. The marinade is basically made up of ingredients that you should already have in your pantry, and you're not using a huge amount of them either. So the only real cost comes down to the chicken, which is about $5.50 per kilo, which yielded me a dozen each of the drumette and the flats. Granted, they were the small ones. The bigger ones are about $7.50, but they weren't available when I went to go to do my shop. So you gotta buy whatever's available, right? So $5.50 for a kilo of wings. And it's fast too. I mean, you're not cooking this a meal at a time. You're likely going to be cooking it in a big old batch. So you're spending about half an hour cooking through the next 2, 3, 4 days worth of meat. And of course, 24 pieces is a humongoid serving size for a fat boy with a fat appetite. So if you're energy efficient like a small dog, a dozen wings can easily be 2, maybe even 3 meals. Easily. But aside from that, yeah, this is just a tasty joy to eat. And I guarantee you it's gonna hit the spot. Otherwise, if you say that it doesn't, what, is my mum's recipe not good enough for you? Because I will fight you. I will actually fight you. But yeah, that aside, this was honey soy wings. Done.
You can be like in the street on a day like this, that you can feel like summer.